overworld and corrupt the place. So, also, it has the narrator from the Stanley's Parable.
Chicken dinner.
And that's him. But, so, yeah, it's got a lot of humor in it as well. But I think we're probably about like 75% of the way through this game. Alright, so this was a mission where you don't build, and we're basically on the attack. These are pretty rare, but this is where we're starting off. But you control a mix of undead, demon, and horde troops. The horde troops are kind of like the WoW horde, or I should say Warcraft horde, where it's like goblins and orcs and ogres and stuff like that. I need to get our tanks up front. That's these guys.
Talia and her army entered the city of Stormbreeze. There they found some barricades and, oh, an ambush. Naturally, no one could have thought of that.
Tanos must die.
Game might be a tad loud. Hang on a second. I don't know if that's any better. Alright, that's noticeably quieter. Tell me if that's too quiet. Oh, we got a spell book. Improves the creature's chance of a critical hit. Let's give that to one of the imps.
I want Tanos's head. Command me.
Can I use spells on this mission? No, I don't have access to the spells because I don't have the dungeon to fuel it. Okay. Can the vampires lifesteal from a tower? It doesn't look like they can, which honestly kind of makes sense. This is a freaking sturdy ballista. Another book. Increase the damage the creature does. I'll give that to an imp again.
I am going to pluck out Tanos's nose hair.
Oh no, why is one of our liches in the front, you dummy? Could you please not be there?
Tanos was but a short distance away. Talia prepared for the upcoming epic battle.
Wait, oh, health potion, perfect. That full heals everyone in range of it.
Talia, you dare to pollute the blessed city of Stormbreeze with your corrupt presence?
Got it in one, old man. Time to settle up. You wanted to turn me into a miserable good marionette and show me off as a virtuous little animal that you'd train the evil out of. Don't lie.
Lie? It's true. I thought I could make something natural out of you, something good. But you remain the same mangy, evil scum you always were.
Oh, that's not entirely true. I'm still here too. Ugh, you.
Oh wow, her other self hasn't talked in like 4 missions.
For so long, and now you come out to brush around Papa Tanos's legs, whining.
Ah, then there is still hope for you. Interesting.
Time to die, old man.
No, oh gosh. And we just lost one of the imps. Dang it. Ah, man, the units don't move fast enough. Oh wow, if they touch the fire for a second, they burn for a while. No, get out. Oh, what? Oh, scripted?
Enough. That's enough. We end this now.
My guys better not still be burning.
Of all that is good.
Tanos conjured up a mighty firestorm that rolled toward Talia and her army. However,
He
it
freaking
didn't
bubble hearthed again.
differentiate between good and evil, and burned into the city of Stormbreeze as well.
The purifying fire will redeem you!
Can I have control of my troops?
Without the ultimate evil,
Oh,
Talia
scripted
didn't
troop
care.
death.
She could only run if she didn't want to die in the firestorm.
Okay, run! Take to your heels! Flee from the fire! Rub yourself with burn cream!
Oh my god. Okay, scripted death of all your troops.
Do not try to escape the purifying flames.
I got
child.
one
They
goblin,
will
but he's
cleanse
stunned.
you. Take that!
Tanos cast another spell and let fire rain from the sky. Apparently, he did not mind burning more of Stormbreeze to the ground.
So the goblin's driving the mech suit, so when the mech suit dies, the goblin ejects out of it. And so the goblin is still alive after the scripted death. I don't think he's supposed to be.
There! The graves are sinking into the ground! That's extremely strange. But whatever. It's the ideal escape route.
I'm guessing that they're, what is it, the ultimate evil is helping her out?
The firestorm devastated large parts of Stormbreeze and grew ever larger and faster.
Dude, we're turning this Tanos guy into Arthas. He's just like torching the whole city thinking he's helping at this point.
You won't escape the purifying fire that easily. Even if I have to burn the whole city to the ground.
Arthas did nothing wrong. Oh yeah, get that on a freaking bumper sticker.
Oh, crap. What do I do now? I need the absolute evil! Help!
The absolute evil was a little busy at the moment. All right, I'll lend a quick hand. That mausoleum over there was, in fact, an undead, a mighty grave golem. It rose and cleared the way for Talia.
A grave golem? That's kind of cool. I gotta say, this is a little like, oh, there we go.
Great. Thanks! Forwards!
He really
Run
really
like hell! Speed on
dragged that out, didn't he?
Subways!
This barricade looked extremely strong. Not a problem for a powerful titan like the grave golem.
Let's see, grave golem. Tombstone. Transform into a tombstone for 10 seconds, whereby its armor is increased by leet.
What do you want me to do?
All enemies within the 7-meter area of effect are primarily attack the tombstone. Okay, so he taunts everything. He taunts everything and then takes very little damage. Interesting. So compared to the other, if this is the Titan unit for undead, so the Pit Fiend from the demons and the Ogre Juggernaut do way more damage, but this guy is defensive. However, if he's an undead troop,
Withstand the evil. It deserves to die in the flames.
dude, what are you doing?
Thanos! What? You're supposed to be the good one. Really?
Undead troops don't naturally regen health, so
We have to keep going. That stupid water tower is in the way.
a
Green
water
Golem,
tower.
Take care of it. Help!
A few heroes had been trapped by the flames. Unfortunately, there was no time to enjoy their suffering.
I bet we're gonna accidentally save them and people are gonna say Thanos is evil and we're good by the end of this.
We're saved! Thanks, evil creature.
Yeah, sure. You're welcome.
More or less by chance, Talia had saved the imprisoned heroes, but now was not the time to think about good deeds like that. The flames approached inexorably.
I feel like this, most of the levels in this game are like an hour or too long. I feel like this level is just like, just supposed to set the stage for later on.
Forest down too. Good will triumph. Burn!
Ah, Now he's gone completely insane. Take cover!
Tanos' rain of fire.
Oh, nice, he killed the healer.
Luckily for Talia, this opened up new paths, which allowed her to proceed.
You don't have to tell me twice. Let's go!
Opened up new paths. I guess that means right here.
The firestorm seemed to spread even more quickly. Talia took to her heels.
I guess we go through the barricade.
We're almost there. Come on! Keep running, you fools! Follow me! Women and dark elves first!
Reminds me, I don't remember which comedian said it. He was talking about how women always look at the story of the Titanic and they're like, oh, it's so romantic. And he's like, really? Yeah, you think it's romantic because the person that you are thinking of is like all the women and children that got away. For men, it's a horror story. He's like 90% of the guys have to stay on the ship and die. Oh, unit collision. The golem pushed her forward. Back up, girl. There's enough room on the door for Jack. Oh my gosh. The whole thing with Jack is so bothersome. That old woman, she got married, had children, had grandchildren, lived her whole life, and in her last moments, she's like, she doesn't think about her family. She thinks about the one night stand she had like 70 years ago with the pretty boy. It's like, are you serious?
Good to see
Think
you
about
made
your
it
kids.
this far. Now, let the goddess fire purify you.
Oh, Tanos, what's wrong with you? You're supposed to be the good guy. You're destroying Stormbreeze.
This city would have fallen anyway. It was weak and would have failed in the fight against evil. Now,
Dude, this guy would make a good Inquisitor in Warhammer.
purifying fire. It can be rebuilt, stronger than ever. But that is none of your concern, for it is time to cleanse you.
Oh, the Grave Golem's got his shield up. Will he survive? Long awkward pause.
The grave golem threw itself in front of Talia. A selfless act, which one would not necessarily expect from an undead. Ultimately, it paid for its deed by dying its final death.
Oh, you're still alive. This is a sign from the goddess. She wants me to turn you to good again. Well, so be it.
Oh, wait, is she like kidnapped
Talia
now?
walked into Tanos' trap because she failed to listen to the superb narrator. Okay, no one could have guessed that Tanos would willingly burn down the capital city of Stormbreeze just to defeat his daughter? Not exactly a good paladin's finest hour, but this plan would have worked. Actually, Tanos had expected his magic to destroy Talia, but the grave golem had heroically thrown itself before its leader and saved her from certain death. Tanos saw it as a sign from the goddess that
Who's
his
that
foster
lady?
daughter was not yet lost.
Is that the
and he
goddess?
needed a push in the right direction. And so it was that Tanos turned to the things one used to convince others and made eager use of the Inquisitor's torture chamber. What? You didn't expect that? Well, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Talia could not endure the torture.
I mentioned that he would make a good Warhammer Inquisitor, and then it showed the Inquisitor's torture chamber, and they used Twilight to torture.
But the absolute evil was not yet defeated, for it still had influence even without Talia.
Ooh, the Grave Golem moves. New room and creature, temple. From level 6 onwards, undead creatures will want to pray in the temple on regular basis. We can level undead creatures up past level 6 now.
Very close by.
Tanos had captured Talia, but the ominous evil still had some influence and built a dungeon close by. They were right about Twilight. When Twilight was first becoming like a bigger thing, like when they got the I think the first movie, my wife, you know, I didn't know what it was yet.
Do not resist the light.
I'll tell you the story in a second.
Purify your soul.
Ah! Ah! Father!
He's showing her Twilight.
Why are you doing this? These are not good deeds.
You will know, daughter. Soon.
Man, you'd think they wouldn't do this in the middle of the town square.
Talia and her immediate torture, I mean purification, sorry, one occasionally slips up with these religious fanatics, strengthened the hero's morale. They assumed that good would now win, but they did not know about the dungeon growing in the underground. Even without Talia, the seductive evil still had some influence.
It's like 15 feet away. They did not know about the dungeon growing 15 feet away.
Free Talia. Do we really have to? I mean, okay, she's funny and all that, but she takes away a lot of my narration time, which I could fill with brilliant monologues instead. Or I could recite a poem. Did I ever tell you the story about how I rode a bicycle over my own toe? Yeah,
That's impressive.
Okay, you don't have to threaten me. We'll get her back. Fine.
All right, so really quickly, so I had never heard of really Twilight at this point in time, and my wife said, "Hey, would you want to see the Twilight movie with me?" And I was like, "I don't know, what is that?" And she showed me a trailer, and the trailer shows like a few like scattered scenes, and then it shows this scene of what appeared to be either two groups of vampires or like either vampires and werewolves like in an open field, and they're running toward each other, and one of them leaps like 30 feet through the air like snarling at the other one. And I was like, holy cow, this looks awesome. You know, like I had seen I think it was called Underworld, and it looked kind of like that. I was like, yeah, I'd watch this. And I had seen like a 1-minute trailer, and you know, I agreed to go see it. And maybe like a day or two later, I was talking to like a coworker, and they were like, "Oh, dude, you don't know." I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go see it next week or something." And he's like, "Dude, he's like, you're gonna see the sparkly?" I'm like, "What do you mean sparkly?" And he shows me like the longer trailer, and because I could have Googled it, but I didn't even think to. And I was like, "What is this crap?" And he's like, oh yeah, I can walk in the sun. It doesn't burn me. I just sparkle. And then like he's outside your window. He's like, I was watching you sleeping. And she's like, that's so romantic. I'm like, that's not romantic. Call the cops. What? And he goes, yeah, dude, this is like a love story. That scene that you saw with the action, that's like 1 minute in the whole movie. And I was like, what? And I told my wife, I was like, hold on. I just found out more what you're trying to drag me to. I'm not going. And she's like, oh, she straight up was like, oh, I was hoping you wouldn't find out. She straight up was like, I was hoping you wouldn't find out. But yeah, I never saw it. She tried to pull a sneaky on me. Okay, we need to get more workers. What else do we start with? 1 Creato mat, some gold area, vortex for demons, undead place, 2 banshees, and a grave golem. Talia's time is running out. Talia cannot be allowed to die. So I have to get to Talia. I cannot be patient in this one. That stinks. And we've got 2 entrances where enemies might attack me from. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll do that, and then we will fill in this, and then they will all be coming from the same direction. And we are going to fill this back in now that I've got that gold. Same with this. What did he just find? I'm not really sure. He did find a room, though. Okay, we're gonna need mana income, and we are actually, it was kind enough to start us out with a Creato-Mat, which is not normal. So we can expand this out a bit and make another one. The room spacing is really odd here. Anyways, have fun. Not Mukluk, I'm on to bed. Have a good night, Drop Lore. Let's see. Let's get... I'm gonna spend money on economy first. Usually I wouldn't throw all my gold into economy, but since it starts us out with a max level unit, I think we'll be... Wait a minute. Death the Frugal. He starts off with the it's as if I gave him one of those books that gives him the upgrade where he doesn't require gold. That's pretty nice. Alright, another Creato-Mat. And we need a room where demons can harvest mana. So let's do this. I never know if Muck misses questions or chooses to ignore certain ones. Yeah, probably just miss it. The real question is, if you would have gone without knowing, would you have stayed? I probably would have been really confused. Funny enough, one of the only... So I've never walked out of a theater in the middle of a movie, but the only time I almost did was actually a movie that ended up being alright. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The movie starts off, for those who haven't seen it, with dolphins singing a song. And it's literally like, dolphins are aliens, and they've decided that, you know, the Earth is screwed, we're gonna leave the planet. And they start singing a song called So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. And they're literally swimming out of the water and up into space, going, so long, so long, so long, and thanks for all the fish. And they're doing this whole musical number, and it's like the opening 3 minutes of the movie. About 2 minutes into the musical number, I was like, if this is what this movie is, I'm out. And I was about to get up and leave, and then it stopped and became a drastically different movie after that. I was extremely confused. I need 2 more work boxes. Is the path done? Yes, nice. The path is done. Okay, so they will all be going around that way now. Never read the book? Mm-mm. I have not. Okay, what is the next thing? We need those. We're gonna need a demon soon to mine mana. So we'll make a couple demons.
Heyday.
And we need to fill this room back in for its efficiency. And can I get to the Tinkerer's Workshop right now? Yes, I can. Okay. So where do we want to put that? Put that right there. For now. Your wife wouldn't make you watch Twilight, but Chad mad you play AI and Somnium Files. AI the Somnium Files is the first game that I have started in the last year that I did not finish. Now granted, I think it's very important to stress that whether or not someone enjoys the game is dependent upon the individual. But for me, for the individual that is Mukluk, that is the worst game I have played in the last maybe 2, maybe 3 years. Like that was really bad. And I currently don't intend to finish it, so. Alien Isolation? I think it was worse than Alien Isolation. For me. Yeah, I didn't finish Alien Isolation, I didn't finish Mindustry, there was a couple of others, but... I harbor very, very high distaste for what I experienced in Somnium Files. Another mission without the evil commander. I like the missions without her, actually. She's like super strong, or like almost too strong. However, it's on a timer, and I do hate that. I do hate that. Alright, on that note...
There are evil creatures in the underground? Go, my faithful. Cleanse that place, and destroy the evil scum.
The lethargic evil's presence was no longer undetected. Heroes would henceforth be visiting the dungeon.
Why doesn't the good have any problems with torture? Ah!
Wow. Yeah, since we started out with like a max tier tank unit, this is pretty wild. I hear Mesmer portal noises. I hear the sound of betrayal. Goblin. What's up, Nimtato? How you doing? Alright, got that going on. I think we're gonna need to make a passage to get the crates in here from the other room. Let's get the ice golem in front. Or grave golem. Ice golem. Wrong thing.
The thirsting for evil's army had reached an island of the good, but it wouldn't remain one for long.
I still need more work boxes. One of the Banshees died. Does Grave Golem resurrect? No, Grave Golem has a taunt, and he has insane armor. He's basically like the best, I would imagine he's like the best tank in the game or something.
The thirsting for revenge evil's troops had discovered one of the heroes' outposts. They knew what they had to do.
There's like a path here, but I don't know when it opens up. Pull the Banshee back to make them retarget. Yeah, see, when he's doing this thing right here where he's like pulsing, he's like taunting them and taking very little damage. Need one more workbox, oh my gosh. Let's see, what else can we do right now? We've already got a prison. We're gonna need a Sinister Lab at some point. So we can go for Crypt and then Sinister Lab.
Ha ha ha! How do you like that, Thanos? I mean, the inspiring me evil's army had laid waste to the outpost. Now it continued marauding through the country on its way to free Talia.
You will pay for that.
Oh, do I have spells yet? No, I don't. Okay, now I've got Town Portal.
And the flames will cleanse you.
Okay, looks like I have to go the long way around the map. Alright, for now, let's have you guys come back and get back to work.
Concerned citizens from the nearby village had heard of the army camp's destruction.
Oh, lecture hall so we can do
They
upgrades. And I
therefore
need
decided
150
to
evil.
arm themselves and go on the offensive.
Excellent. Confront the evil. Chase it back into the underground. And then let us purify the ground with cleansing fire.
Okay, mana income is started. I just realized there's a second staircase to the dungeon. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It might be over there. But it's not connected to us right now. Why? What is he doing? Get into the grave. The undead have to climb into their graves to be able to regen health, but the golem was like stuck or something. See, I see her health going up, I just don't see his. Oh, there we go. Plus 360. Okay, he's healing.